Thank you, Corla. I welcome the opportunity to contribute to this important piece of legislation. I too want to add my voice to everybody else in saluting the valiant efforts of so many people on the front line: healthcare, retail, haulage industry, the Gardaí, ensuring essential services that each one of us depend upon are there when we need it. And when people ask, what can we do to assist? I think the easiest thing any of us can do is strictly adhere to the guidelines of the experts. And in doing that, we're reducing the mammoth task that is going to be faced by so many on the front line. The health impacts are obviously of primary concern, but SMEs and their employees are facing serious challenges over the next number of weeks. The rate of unemployment has never been witnessed at this rate before. Entire sectors are closing. And what's critical is that these get liquidity and cash flow, and they get it now. And the SCBI, the 200 million, that's still not up and running. And I think that's something that needs to be addressed. We want to ensure that viable businesses are sustained and are there to give people employment back when this passes. I welcome the swift response from a social welfare perspective. Can I just ask that greater awareness is put out there for the self-employed? So many self-employed people have contacted me, and I'm sure many other colleagues, that they're unaware that they're entitled to this payment. I think greater awareness must be put out in relation to that. The inability of employers to provide top-up payments, as Deputy OD has said, on the emergency payment. There are people out there who want to provide top-up payments and they're unable to do so. Can you address that, please, Minister? For businesses who are providing a state service currently and are in receipt of state supports currently, there is a reluctance or a fear that if they pay out this payment, that they will not be able to get a refund for the payment they made. And I'm thinking of childcare providers, where they get payment from the Department of Children and Youth Affairs that goes towards a percentage of the cost of running their business. If they pay this €203, can you give a clear commitment that they will be eligible for the refund? Some businesses that are operating up until today and that have taken the decision to close, some businesses unfortunately won't open again. And there's a concern there in relation to the employees that have been laid off. Will this 6-month or 6-week payment, will this be used as a break in their service, or will this be used to alter some of their future entitlements? And I'd appreciate if you could confirm that. And finally, Corla, the bill in relation to the public health element of this bill and the additional powers that are being brought in. We know my colleague Deputy Collins raised the issue in relation to pubs still operating in Limerick. I know there's pubs still operating in other locations in this country. Does this ensure that the Gardaí have the power to intervene? And finally, I was contacted by Deputy Sean Fleming today, whose constituent raised the query that Aer Lingus are still bringing passengers to Lanzarote on holidays on Saturday, at a time when we are offering and giving clear guidance to bring passengers home.
Please.